Hi there, my name's Amy and I've been playing the harmonica for over 5 years at this point. So you want to learn how to play? It's actually a really good decision since it's gaining a lot of popularity ever since the growth of YouTube. So why do you learn that you want to play it? There's multiple reasons why, but one of the most common reasons why people want to learn how to play it is just take a look at its size. It's actually a pretty small instrument. And another reason why you might learn how to want to play it is because of how versatile it is. For example, the most common way to play it is to play the blues on it. Or you can play country on it, like I do. Or you can do like pop tunes like Piano Man. The harmonica has been used in popular music for virtually all its life, from German folk to R&B to country to bluegrass. Yes, you can actually play bluegrass on the harmonica, to jazz, like virtually any genre of music you can think of. You can actually learn how to play it on the instrument. Another reason why many people start playing the harmonica is because of how affordable it is. Because it's really easy to get started on like a medium, like an amateur, like a decent quality harmonica for like $20. Like I'd say it's at least $20 is where you should start getting your first harmonica if you haven't picked one yet. And the most average price for a harmonica is actually around the $30 to $60 range. Like, for example, this is actually this is my carry-around harmonica. This is the Hohner Blues Bender. As you can see, it has like a clear plastic comb, side vents on the side, and believe it or not, this harmonica is actually decent quality. And you can play pretty much anything on it. Like, here's a little blow button stuff that you might learn later on. But this one is one of my favorites. This is the original Harmonica Melody. It retailed for around $50, $45 when I bought my first one. And actually this one is really special to me because this is outfitted with a comb that is custom made. And even though it's not customized itself, you can really dig into the rabbit hole of how custom harmonicas and custom appearances can really make your harmonica not only look pretty, but sound pretty too. I actually have a custom harmonica in my case right here, which is from Blue Moon Harmonicas. This is another golden melody, and this is in the key of E flat, and it is decked out with a red, white, and blue comb with American flag printed cover plates, and it actually plays really cool. But we can get to like more advanced stuff later on. With the harmonica, it's actually quite fun to play. It's really easy to get started on due to the amount of information you can find online about it. But be careful on Facebook groups. There's a lot of misinformation about the harmonica, that you have to play in a particular style to be successful, or you gotta play certain embouchure, or gotta do this or that. But the harmonica is a very personal instrument. It depends. It's really defined by how you play it, and like all the gear that you might have if you want to get into like amplified stuff, and if you want to play like rock or Chicago blues. First off, let's start with a little bit about breathing. Breathing into the harmonica, blowing in and out of the harmonica, is actually more indicated like a singer, how they breathe in and out of their mouth. So I want you to let me just stand up for a little bit. You gotta put your hand on your rib cage and slowly breathe in with your mouth. Sorry. And you gotta relax. Basically, there was somebody who described it to me as like breathing in like you're sleeping in your recliner with your mouth open. And that, like, you gotta breathe in and out like you're sleeping, like this. It's a little exercise I learned in choir. That you gotta breathe in through your mouth, out through your mouth. And with the harmonica, you gotta breathe in gently. It doesn't take a lot to get the reeds to move. So what you're gonna do is gotta breathe in gently, then breathe out gently, like this. And for a basic little thing that I really like to think of as like a beginner sort of thing is train stuff, which actually involves not only you breathing in and out, but it actually can really create rhythm based on your how you articulate the chords, and just have a really steady rhythm, which you can accelerate or decelerate how fast your train is. So it goes like this. So for example, a train goes like this. something kind of like that. So what you gotta do for your chords is just keep your lips like this. Gotta have like that E shape, like you're singing where you say E, you say E, like that. E. And for double stops, or dirty notes as what they're sometimes called, we've taken this term from guitarists and violinists, but it's also a harmonica term. So, for example, the 4-5 draw double stop. It can sound really powerful. You can, it's just like this. It's also kind of like the same shape as the chords, but I describe it, the embouchure double stop thing, as like the duck lips, like this. I think you remember from Instagram where people would do the duck lips selfies all the time, like this. But you're trying to get the lip to open to create this embouchure known as lip pursing. I would describe it as lip pursing. You can also call it lip blocking. You can call it puckering. You can basically call it like a lot of things. So for single notes, I keep it like this as tall, rounded embouchure, I guess. It's like learning a language with the, like, for example, I'm learning Korean right now, and when you say hello in Korean, you say 안녕하세요. And so for good morning, which is the universal way of saying hello in Korean, which is 안녕하세요. So say 안녕, and this is like the embouchure. It's like a fish lip shape, as like my teacher had described it, or like an opera singer embouchure. You know, and like my teacher, he is like a really funny guy, and he would just do all these silly comparisons and analogies, like, think about an opera singer. You know, opera singers trying to sing for their diaphragm. So you breathe out, like goes, oh. Yeah, I'll show you some videos of him in the description to see what I'm talking about when it comes to like breathing in and like creating your embouchure. And there's also an embouchure known as tongue blocking, where you do the chord shape, and then you block on the left if you're playing left-handed, like me, or right hand, or on the right side if you're playing upside down, like Terry McMillan, a harmonica player that I really look up to, like this. It all depends on what kind of attack you're going for, but there are some people out there that think that if you don't tongue block, you're not a real harmonica player. That is absolute BS. I've been told all my life, you gotta learn how to tongue block, or else you're gonna learn all these techniques. Well, those techniques are helpful, but they are just tools in your toolbox, so to speak. mainly the reason why I do lip pursing is because of the stuff I wanted to learn how to play, which is like the Terry McMillan kind of bluesy country sound. And you really can't get that tongue blocked. I really can't do tongue blocking all that great, but there are tons of other people who do it better than I can when it comes to tongue blocking. But don't listen to the people who say you gotta learn how to do it like that. You gotta learn how to tongue block 100% of the way. Because even though there's a lot of techniques you can do that are like in your toolbox, what comes from what amounts to expression when it comes to learning how to play is that you gotta learn how to play it your way, not anybody else's way. I'm gonna show you how to play a little song. We're gonna play a little Amazing Grace on the top end of the harmonica, so holes 6 through 9, which is right here, and here. This is on my left hand, but you can hold it in your right hand like this, and you can like go right there. Basically, how I hold the harmonica is that I hold it in my left hand like this, with 2 fingers and my thumb in the center. And with that, with 2 fingers on the top cover plate and my thumb at the bottom, I kind of create this little chamber, which is like with my top fingers, and then I use my right hand or your non-playing hand, and you cup it like this, like onto the hand. You gotta put it onto the hand, and it creates a chamber. And basically what you can do with this chamber is you make it talk, and you can also do like, you can emphasize things like this. And there's a song that's really popular called Amazing Grace, which is like a quintessential harmonica song, and basically a quintessential song for gospel music, which is some of the stuff that I like to play. So we start on 6 blow. That's our starting point. Then we go to 7 blow. And then 8 blow. 8 blow to 7 blow. Back to 8 blow. And then we go to 8 draw. You gotta be careful on those high notes, on those higher draw notes, because they can stick, but you gotta be very gentle with it, like this. That's what we're talking about with breathing in through your mouth, not through your nose, and like breathing in a really calm and relaxed manner. So what we're doing is, and then we can go from the 6, and then for our second phrase we're going to 8 draw, 7 blow, 6 draw, 6 blow. And then repeat the first part. the 8 draw to 9 blow. Eight blow to 9 blow. Then repeat the 2/3 of the first verse. And then instead of how sweet the sound at the end, we repeat that. We repeat that first verse again, but instead we don't do the how sweet the sound part like this. So here's how it sounds all together. And in later stages, you might be able to play on the bottom end and do like all these bends, all the cool bluesy stuff that you can do with Amazing Grace, like this. And that's it for me with this little video on how to get started on the instrument. Thank you so much for watching, and maybe I'll see you sometime soon. Bye!